Well, right on top, I'm going to cut live to a press conference of the Aam Admi Party, an emergency press conference being addressed by Yogendra Yadav, among others, at a time when Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Admi Party face some serious questions of where they got the 2 crore rupees from. Remember, the Aam Admi Party says the payments have been made by cheque, but they have not been able to tell us why the companies through whom the payments have been routed appear to be sham companies. Let's see if they have a defense. The debate is on the other side.
पॉलिटिकल फंडिंग के लिए कोशिश करने वाली एकमात्र पॉलिटिकल पार्टी है। शायद सही है, ऐसी बड़ी बहसें उन्हीं से शुरू होनी चाहिए जो कि देश के अंदर कोई बड़ा काम करने का जिम्मा अपने ऊपर लेते हैं। आम आदमी पार्टी इस बहस का स्वागत करती है और आज इस प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस के जरिए हम एक महत्वपूर्ण घोषणा करना चाहते हैं। दोस्तों, आपको याद होगा कि पिछले हफ्ते हमने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में और भाई अरविंद केजरीवाल ने अपनी मीटिंग्स में बार बार आपको आगाह किया था कि अगले हफ्ते कुछ कीचड़ उछालने का काम होने वाला है। आपको याद होगा कि पिछली बार विधानसभा चुनाव से ठीक 5-6 दिन पहले ठीक इसी तरह से एक चीज़ की गई थी। बाद में जांच करने पे वो बात सीधी बिल्कुल झूठ निकली, लेकिन उससे दिल्ली के चुनाव पे असर पड़ा। इस देश में ईमानदारी की राजनीति करने वाली एक पार्टी के भविष्य पे असर पड़ा। बिल्कुल हूबहू वैसी कोशिश आज फिर की जा रही है। 8 महीने पुराने एक किस्से को अचानक चुनाव से 7 दिन पहले, 6 दिन पहले निकाल के लाए। जो फाइलें इनके पास इतने दिनों से पड़ी थी, जिसमें जानते हैं कि कुछ नहीं है, उसको जानबूझ के 5 दिन पहले लाया जा रहा है ताकि कोई सच ना जान सके और बस कीचड़ कहीं ना कहीं चिपक जाए। भारतीय जनता पार्टी आज जानती है कि उसके पास जनता के सामने खड़े होने का विश्वास नहीं है, इतना इनमें हिम्मत नहीं है। जनता से भाग रहे हैं, डिबेट से भाग रहे हैं, मैनिफेस्टो तक इशू करने से भाग रहे हैं। तो चुनाव में कैसे खड़े होंगे, उसका ये चोर दरवाजा है। ये चोर दरवाजा है जिसके जरिए कुछ ऐसे सवाल उठाए जाएंगे ताकि चुनाव भ्रमित हो जाए, चुनाव किसी दूसरी दिशा में चला जाए। उसकी कोशिश हो रही है। आम आदमी पार्टी इस देश की एकमात्र पार्टी है जो केवल और केवल 1 नंबर का पैसा लेती है। एकमात्र पार्टी है जो अपनी फंडिंग में पारदर्शिता बरतती है। एकमात्र पार्टी है जो वो सारी सूचना सार्वजनिक करती है जो करने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, कोई लीगल पाबंदी नहीं है, वो सब सूचनाएं सार्वजनिक करती है। इसलिए आज भी जितनी चीज़ें आई हैं उसके बारे में हम खुशी से चीज़ों को सार्वजनिक करना चाहते हैं। आम आदमी पार्टी ने ये जिन 4 केसेस के बारे में आज चर्चा हुई है, इन चारों केसेस में आम आदमी पार्टी ने केवल चेक के जरिए पैसा लिया। आप ही सोचिए।
Substantially, he's not saying anything new. We're going to go back into the debate. Let's debate this. Arati Jerath, welcome. With me in the studio, first of all, Vani Tripathi Tikoo, leader of the BJP, deployed by the BJP on tonight's debate. Priyanka Chaturvedi, spokesperson of the Congress. Representing the Congress party, Yogendra Yadav, who's at that press conference, is going to join me in the debate in just a few minutes. With me in the studio is Mr. Rajagopalan, takes a pro-BJP position very often, senior journalist. Let's see which side he's on. Sir, surely you're not with the Aam Admi Party.
Why you repeat it, Arnab?
I'm just making one of those frank disclosures. The Monday
Agreed.
Okay, agreed. So you're taking a pro-BJP position. The man the Aam Admi Party is after tonight is a man called Terrance Haslam. He says he's disillusioned with the Aam Admi Party, was with them, and was at that press conference. He's one of those who's exposing. He says, Arvind Kejriwal tonight, you ready to speak out?
I'm ready to speak out.
You're being called names out there. You're being called a BJP agent, Neil.
Who's not?
You're being called a BJP agent.
Who's not? Everybody.
Who's not? Well, actually, that's a good question. Kamal Mitra Chenoy of the Aam Admi Party will take you on. He's sitting on the other side. Unless he's going to switch sides, you stick with the Aam Admi Party, presumably tonight. Arati Jerath, let's debate. I'll open with you, Arati Jerath. Do you think they've got something to explain here? The Aam Admi Party, where the money came from?
Look, I think that there definitely should be an inquiry now that questions have been raised. But Arnab, one thing really puzzles me.
What?
You know, this money has come by check.
Yes.
Right? That means it's come from an account in a bank. Now, when every bank asks account holders to fill out a KYC form when they open an account, and that KYC form is continuously updated. In that, you have to give your PAN number, address proof, ID proof, so on and so forth. I mean, presumably the bank did some verification before they issued a checkbook to this companies. And it's from that checkbook that the checks were written.
Oh, I don't think so. Okay, Neil's debating. My point on that is my point on that is, and actually I have a lot of questions for Yogendra Yadav tonight, because they so often pontificate and take a sermonizing tone when they speak to the media. The charge is that the money came from bogus companies, and now whether the money came through cash or check is immaterial. The money may be via check, but money laundering or rerouting or round tripping does not need to be via cash. So that's a point I'd like to raise. Then Neil, do you want to respond to?
Yes, since you said the banks checked, rechecked, so the government's also rechecked. They've done their paperwork in and out. We've gone to the MCA website. We've gone as far as downloading all the files, going to NetOPlace, getting the certified copies also.
Why are you doing all this?
It's about the country.
Do you have any dealings with the BJP?
Wow, wonderful. Everybody has.
No, you're just doing it as a common citizen.
Absolutely.
Why should we believe you, Neil?
Well, believe the country.
And you're not the country.
We are all Indian citizens. It's our right.
No, but your timing is suspicious, Neil.
Well,
that's what they say.
There are a lot of things you need to put together before you come and open, and speak out in the press, like what Arvind Kejriwal says. He's a chore, and one day he'll look at himself in the mirror and says, oh God, he's also a chore.
But it's taken you a long time, Neil. When did this thing happen in April? We are now in February.
Do you know how the donations work? Why were these donations?
That's almost a year.
Absolutely. Good question.
Yeah. So what were you doing for a year?
I'll answer you. The donations came at 12 midnight, all four. All four companies were in sync.
Which
telepathy.
All these four?
I think.
When did you know about this for the first time? These four companies?
They were 3-4 days ago.
3-4 days ago?
Yes.
Who told you?
I was researching the Aam Admi Party website, and you have to keep on clicking next to go to the next set of donations. These donations
Why were you doing it 4 days back?
I've been doing it I got the entire list of the donations. I keep on copying them from day to day.
No, but this is 1 year ago almost.
Absolutely.
So how come you didn't look at that time?
Well, you need to consolidate.
No, but how come you did it only 4 days ago?
Better late than never.
I'm sorry, I'm playing the devil's advocate here.
That's not a problem.
Yeah.
The thing is that...
Why, do you have anything to do with what they call the BJP's dirty tricks department?
Would you like to see the abuse and the Neil Baba page that Ankit Lal made about me?
No, I don't know. What's this abuse? I don't know.
They actually made a page to mock me. An entire page. Why? Because I beat the social media, the Aam Admi social media at their own game. Time and time again, proved and tested. Do you know about the gift that I received from one of the volunteers in America for my outreach? They didn't like it.
But still, the money came by check, na?
Has it been proven?
I thought Aam Admi Party, it's all there on their website. They've got the check number.
Have they given the check
number? Is that all false?
In totality,
is that all false?
Morality is at stake, Arnab. In totality, Aam Admi Party's morality is at stake.
Kamal Mitra Chenoy, your morality is at stake. You take money from dubious sources, from unknown companies. You remember Nitin Gadkari, this is exactly what the Aam Admi Party accused.
They have been throwing mud at corporates, they have been throwing mud at media, they have been throwing at individuals.
Your moral
now they got it back on the same point.
Your moral spine is being broken in full public display, Mr. Kamal Mitra Chenoy. Do you have anything to say in your defense, or do you just want to plead guilty? Do you want to say on the Newshour tonight, we too are like all those other parties who we accused other things of, and when we used to ask, when we and just this braggadocio where I'm hearing now Aam Admi Party is asking for an SIT into this, how does it matter? This is an electoral season. Would you like Professor Chenoy to make an admission of guilt on the Newshour tonight that your party too fell prey to the same things you used to accuse others of? Think about it. Think about it. I'm going to Yogendra Yadav in a minute. He's making a demand for an SIT. Let's cut across.
पैसे कहाँ से आते हैं उसकी भी जांच होनी चाहिए. सारे टेलीविजन चैनल के एडवर्टाइजमेंट खरीदने की, अखबारों में फ्रंट पेज के विज्ञापन देने के पैसे कहाँ से आते हैं उसकी भी जांच होनी चाहिए. अगर ये जांच होगी तो ये इस देश के लोकतंत्र में नया अध्याय होगा. पूरा देश आगे बढ़ेगा. आम आदमी पार्टी इस मौके का स्वागत करती है. किसी भी जांच का हम स्वागत करते हैं. हम पारदर्शी थे, हैं, रहेंगे. हमें छुपाने को कुछ नहीं है. जिन्हें छुपाने को होगा वो पता लग जाएगा. मैं आप मीडिया से आगे.
So this is now looking increasingly fake. You agree? You want to make an admission, just a confession, then we can close the debate at this point.
What I want to say is that there's obviously been bungle.
Bungle?
Let's just
What's
hold
a
a second.
bungle?
There is no proof that Aam Admi has used this money anywhere.
So what have they done with it? What have they done with it? This money can admit, for your information, sir, 8 lakh children into the Kendriya Vidyalayas of Delhi.
Absolutely.
I want to know whether it was you. You can fund 8,333 children to attend a year of class 9 and 10 of schools in a Kendriya Vidyalaya.
That's not the point.
No,
Arnab.
that is the point. I want to know what happened to the money.
We don't.
I want to know what happened to the money. No, what do you mean bungle?
You're making a very significant admission. You're saying that you accepted the money and you may have suspected that the money was bad. You may have suspected that it's dodgy. That's why you didn't
What is the
choose it.
bungling, Mr. Chenoy?
No, that's why
because
you
we
didn't
took
choose
the
it.
check. Please find out if we took money. There was a check. Now the question is, one moment, if we took a check, whatever, the fact remains, whatever information.
2 crores.
Whatever.
Mr. Gopalan, will you wait 1 minute?
Not 2, it is 2 crore rupees.
I agree
2
with you.
crore rupees. 2
All right,
crore
fine.
rupees from
Fine.
bogus companies.
Fine.
Right on the eve of the Delhi election.
If you didn't use
Who
it,
received
was
that
it
money on
because
your
you
behalf?
felt that the money was
Which
dodgy?
gentleman
But
has signed it?
basically,
Is it another
money.
Kejriwal?
Well,
that can
Gopalan, if
violate
you're
me?
going to act as a spokesman,
Not spokesman. But it is
what I'm
false
trying to
checks.
tell you is that this happened in April.
Yes.
We have to do an internal check, and there will be an internal check apart
Wasn't
from
that
the
said before
government
accepting
check.
any money?
No, 2 hands going up there. Let's
Because
go across to
Lokpal-
Vani and Priyanka.
The Lokpal of Aam Admi is Admiral Ramdas, the philosopher.
He failed. Lokpal of Admi
No,
failed.
it's gone to him now.
Lokpal failed, and you
That's
want to
quite
the country is
ridiculous.
Lokpal.
There was
That's-
obviously some
that's the
failure.
most-
I'm
that's
not
the most-
saying
that's
that
the
some
most-
mistake did not occur.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've heard in a long time, sir.
The
At least
mistake
you are
was not
gentle in
corrupt.
That's the
accepting
most
it.
ridiculous
That
thing.
is Aam Admi Party is not accepting.
I think
but
you
the
are very
mistake-
gentleman.
The mistake was not corruption. The mistake was a mishandling of the records.
Oh my God. Please.
And
This is
lack
not-
of due diligence.
No. One second. 1 minute. Just a minute.
further getting complicated.
Just a minute.
It's further getting
1 minute.
complicated.
Lack of due
1
diligence.
minute. Just a minute, sir. Just a minute. Lack of due diligence. We are poor little innocent people who enter politics. We don't know how it functions. We were just born yesterday. So some person, some devious person takes advantage of our innocence and puts 2 crore rupees in my bank account. Now, I don't know where it came from. You have a problem? Go ask that person. Who's going to believe you? These are a bunch of grown-up people running a political party. It's 2 crore rupees is not a small amount of money unless for Arvind Kejriwal nowadays it is.
I think
you need to admit to
with all due respect,
Vani Tripathi.
part of the problem is
You said
that
you-
this is
You said
Vani
have
election time, and anyway Aam Admi Party can
Vani
be exposed.
Tripathi.
People want to expose it and make false allegations.
Sir, first of all, 1 minute. Neil, hold on. Vani Tripathi is coming in, Priyanka is coming in. The one thing I do not want tonight is this constant playing martyr. Playing martyrs will not work. 4 companies donate half a crore rupee each.
Those 4 companies
all
donated.
interestingly.
Did we use that money?
What did we do with it?
That we used 2 crores?
Where is that money? Where is that money?
Point.
1 second. Vani,
Where is that money?
Point is not whether you use
Where is
it or
that
not.
money? 2 crore.
Vani,
We are willing to have an inquiry by any agency
when?
of the government to find out.
When?
Vani
What is
saying
that?
You need to refund the money back. Give it back.
Vani,
The law will be followed.
Vani's response. Arti, please. Vani. Vani, Raghav Chadda joining from the Aam Admi Party. Just introducing him, Priyanka and Vani on your screen. Raghav, welcome. He's a chartered accountant. Let's see if he can answer tonight. But Raghav, before I come to you, Vani. Yes, please, Vani.
Arnab, this is a party which had given a slogan, Niklo Bahar Makano Se, Jang Lado Beimano Se. And the shoot and scoot politics of Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, Mr. Yogendra Yadav and the Aam Admi Party absolutely stands exposed. The question is that these companies have addresses, and I have to congratulate Times Now for the expose that you have also done by going on these addresses, which are telephone booths and some addresses in slum dwelling areas of Delhi. So, 4 people who are directors in 10 companies are actually formed very much on the 11th of January when they decide to, contest national elections. Then these companies actually by law 7.5% profit they should be incurring to be able to donate at least for 3 years. That profit making has to happen before they can donate money to a political party, and then they are audited by the same people and all the directors are also the same. So fantastic. So this is fantastic politics.
Raghav?
A party which had fiscal ethics, morality, all kinds
No,
of...
if I may make a point, Arnab, before you ask Raghav to answer.
Everybody was a Daku, and then this party has so much to answer today, and they are still saying, oh,
No,
this was checked. This was
Vani,
checked. Where did
Vani,
this money
if
come
I may
from?
speak-
Who are these companies?
Vani,
For the shoot and scoot politics.
Just a minute, Vani, now Raghav, before you respond, Priyanka's been waiting for silence. Let her speak and then you can respond to both Vani and Priyanka together. But think about it tonight, Raghav, as Priyanka responds. Think about it. Have you tonight, by accepting that you have taken 2 crore rupees from unknown sources in dubious transactions with dubious companies with unknown directors, broken the very principle for which the Aam Admi Party came into politics, which Arvind Kejriwal justified his entry into politics with? You will respond, but Priyanka before you. Priyanka.
I'll answer that, yeah.
No, all I'd like to ask Raghav before he answers Vani, all I have to tell him is y'all have been taking a moral high ground, y'all have been taking the holier than thou attitude, all your spokespersons, including you, Raghav. Whenever a question is asked about your donations, you've been talking about your website. Today, that very website has exposed all your truth and whatever Aam Admi Party stands for. My second question is, Mr. Yogendra Yadav had said any donation above 9.99 lakh will have to seek approval of the PAC, which I do not think in this particular case has happened. You've had a transfer of 2 crores, 50 lakhs from 4 different companies on the same date.
Exactly.
And what happened to your political affairs committee? What happened to approvals from the PAC before you all took donations like these? So today, whatever you all have spoken, you all have stood for, stands exposed, stands hypocritical, and all your volunteers must be a disillusioned lot for all that you promised about governance, clean governance, etc.
Okay, Raghav. Now we are going to ask you specific questions. We give you an opportunity to reply first to both these parties, because you are really in a moral, ethical spot tonight. Not just in a financial spot. You are in a spot of your own creation. You take money, a huge amount of money from unknown people. First of all, can you tell me who you took the money from? Who are these people?
Okay, so
who is paying for your bills?
I welcome all these questions. I welcome my political adversaries. I welcome all my political adversaries who are asking these questions, because in India there's only one political party which has absolutely transparent funding, that is the Aam Admi Party, and the 4 transactions.
No self-certification. Come to the point.
The transactions that they picked up from our website. So these 4 transactions are also the transactions that the BJP picked up from our website. So I mean, I welcome these questions, and these questions should be posed to every political party.
BJP.
Now,
Mr.
as far as the Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned,
who were a part
Mr. Goswami,
of your consciousness. Who picked up?
Awam
please
is
be
supported
corrected. Please be
financially
corrected.
and otherwise by the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Raghav, I'm an ex-AP.
No, 1 second. Raghav, 1 second. 1 minute, Vani. 1 minute. I have a couple of choices tonight. I have a couple of Vani, 1 minute. Vani, 1 second. 1 second. What I do not want to do is name call. I said 2 things we won't do tonight. One is martyrdom. Oh, we are the martyrs. B, play acting. Oh, we are so innocent. And C, this name calling, that anyone who is not on my side is on somebody else's payroll. But Raghav, you said it. Neil, you'll respond later. Let Raghav continue. Raghav, continue.
Now, yes. So Mr. Goswami, in all fairness, let me say this, that the Aam Admi Party is planning, and we will do this tomorrow, write a letter to the Chief Justice of India to initiate. I don't want that. No. My question to you is, please. No. 1 second. Let's go into specifics. These companies, 4 companies donate 50 lakh rupees each. 50 lakh rupees each. I am asking Vani.
Raghav, I'll ask you a few questions now. Raghav, I have a few questions now.
No. I am asking the Bharatiya Janata Party today. The Bharatiya Janata Party has a history of running a smear campaign against the Aam Admi Party. They ran the smear campaign last time around also in the form of an organization called BAA,
Raghav,
and now they're doing this in the form of an organization called Awam.
Okay,
they run
now
the campaign to malign our image and our.
Okay, so Raghav, everybody is bad.
No,
1 second, Raghav.
Now the point
Raghav,
is
I admit
that this is an 8-month transaction.
if I admit this for the argument's sake,
believe that this is an illegitimate transaction. What were they doing doing for the past 8 months? What was
Raghav, let's have a conversation here. Raghav, let's have a conversation here. Talk to me. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Raghav, you answer my questions. Raghav, you answer my questions.
And you try to
You answer my questions. Mr. Chadha, answer my questions. Please answer my questions. Okay? You're the chartered accountant. I'm not. I'm just putting 2 and 2 together. I just want to have a conversation with you and let people judge whether my questions are right, whether your answers are correct. Okay? So you and I, with the permission of the rest of the panel, let's ask a few questions. My first question to you, and Raghav, be very specific. Don't give me those, open-ended answers. My first question is, there's a company called Goldmine Buildcon Private Limited, which is supposed to be located at D8 Gokalpuri, does not exist in the location it is supposed to as per ROC records. So that is a bogus entity. So are you taking money from a bogus entity? Why were you taking money from a bogus entity?
Mr. Goswami, now to answer this question and all other questions that you might have, Aam Admi Party's funding is transparent. All these are legitimate transactions, and we are requesting the SIT to come and probe the funding of the Aam Admi Party and any other party.
Okay, so second question. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me.
I'm answering.
Second question. Raghav, you take the questions.
Sir, I'm answering this.
I said you take my questions, Raghav.
Question. Sir, I'm answering.
You take my question. Arvind Kejriwal doesn't want to take my question, but at least you do.
Just give me 5 seconds. No, I will.
But at least you do.
The Bharatiya Janata Party, please. The Bharatiya Janata Party in December 2014, that is 1 month back, submitted an affidavit in the Delhi High Court saying that the funding of the Aam Admi Party is absolutely legitimate and transparent. Was the Home Ministry and the Home Minister, Mr. Rajnath Singh, lying at that point?
Talk about this case, Raghav Chadha? Will you answer questions on this case?
They went through our funding.
You answer questions on this case. Raghav, listen to me. We're wasting time. You're 5 seconds.
I am answering questions on every case. Sir, do you agree?
Okay, Vani is
coming. Is this an 8-month old transaction?
One at a time, only Vani.
No, Raghav, you're misleading people. That was a totally different issue. That issue was about your unaccounted for foreign funding.
It becomes very clear that
you know that the council of support that the Aam Admi Party enjoys,
it becomes very clear
that the Aam Admi Party is winning the elections, and that is why you are trying to malign us. All of us know about the dirty tricks department of the BJP. We know the name of the leader who's planting all this. I know the name of the BJP leader who's planting all this. We know that there is a dirty tricks department, and this is a smear campaign. We in fact,
okay,
who is Ajay Kumar Upadhyay? Who is Hem Prakash? Who are these people? They are directors of a company that have transferred money to you. What was your PAC doing? What was your PAC doing by admission of Mr. Yogendra Yadav that money which is beyond 9,99,099 rupees is actually scrutinized by the PAC?
Vani,
even if this is check which you are saying and you're calling it legitimate, what, you have answers to give. You can't get away by talking about opinion polls. You have been talking, you have been talking about ethics, you've been talking about public property. Mr. Chadha, talk sense and talk real. Tell the country, the whole country is watching this show. Tell them who are these people. Who is Mr. Ajay Kumar? Who is Mr. Hem Prakash?
Which had a problem with every law and regulation of this country.
Is your PAC flawed? Then accept that your PAC is full of people who don't understand financial property. They do not understand what financial ethics that you've been bragging about from the time you...
I am asking a question. Mr. Chadha, I request you with the utmost sincerity tonight. And I'm telling you, Mr. Chadha and Vani, please, I am telling you, I am asking for a dollop of sympathy because I do have a bad throat.
One section of the Indian Penal Code or the representation
Mr.
of the
Chadha,
which we have faulted.
Mr. Chadha, please,
Arnab, what is he talking about? What is
Mr. Chadha, Mr. Chadha, Mr. Chadha, what are you doing? I'm asking you a question and I think what you're doing is, and I'm going to ask a question right now. Raghav Chadha, come on now. You're behaving like Sambit Patra and Sanjay Jha having a fight on the Newshour. 1 second. I'll show you a paper, sir. You want me to show you a paper? Then listen to this. 1 second. Listen to this. Mr. Chadha, listen to me now. I'm determined to speak over you despite my bad throat because you are heckling me on air.
In the Delhi High Court saying that
Mr. Chadha, this is a piece of paper. Take a look at it very carefully. If for nothing else, I hold this piece of paper before you. I hold one. Listen to me. Look at my paper before I look at yours. Now, what I have here, What I have, Mr. Chadda, is the annual return of a company called Goldmine Bilcon Private Limited. Please listen and listen carefully. Right? Now look at this, Mr. Chadda. I am going to now turn the pages of this company records.
No, sir, I am saying...
Subscribe, share, capital, breakup. And I'm going to go to the place where the management of the company, the residential addresses are given. I have an address, Mr. Chadda, that is fake.
How did you speak?
I have an address which doesn't exist. There's no man by that name on that address, Mr. Chadda.
Investigate.
It's a ghost company.
Prosecute the company.
It's a ghost company, Mr. Chadda. That's unethical.
Prosecute the owners, the equity shareholders, the directors of the company. Prosecute each of them. But please tell me, Mr. Goswami, on
Mr. Chadda, it's a ghost company.
Country we have faltered. Prosecute. I am saying...
Okay, I'll tell you now.
This company is legitimate or illegitimate.
Can I open up the debate, please?
And investigate. I am writing a letter. I am writing a letter to the SI.
Okay, 1 second.
Using your authority.
To prosecute.
Yeah, it is misuse.
Mr. Goswami, in all
It is
fairness,
misuse of instrument. You have misused the instrument. You have frauded
All right,
the
1
people.
second. Okay, 1 second. Just a minute. Just a minute,
What is
gentlemen.
the PAN number of the donor? From that it will say very easily you can tell.
I want to, Mr. Chadda wants to know the law.
There is no PAN number of the donor.
Mr.
Arnab,
Chadda.
there is no PAN number of the donor.
Mr. Chadda, please now taking you on.
Then you go to that account is fake account.
Just a
That account is fake account.
Just-
PAN number is fake. Account is fake. Everything is fake.
You should ask the bank.
At least Mr. Professor Chenoy accepted. Raghav Chadda should accept that.
Bank must also be prosecuted.
Please calm down. Now 1 second.
I'll answer that. No,
Neil
I'll
Terrance
answer
wants
that.
to reply,
You see,
but Raghav, 1 minute. Raghav, 1 minute. Raghav, 1 minute.
Mr.
Please,
Goswami,
1 minute.
please, I haven't-
Be reasonable. I'll tell you a part of the law. The law is, as far as I know, what my memory serves me, Section 182 of the Companies Act 2013. Okay, Mr. Chadda, you can Google search it right now. Which says that a political party, no company can contribute to a political party more than 7.5% of its average net profits during the 3 preceding financial years. If you saw the balance sheet of these companies, you'd know these companies are not making any substantial profits. They are giving you all the money. Now, who are these great midnight benefactors of yours? I want to know the names of these people tonight. Yes.
I'll answer that. And I must confess, Mr. Goswami, in all fairness, I will confess that the Aam Admi Party does a reasonable scrutiny. We check whether there is, any quid pro quo that the donor is seeking. We vet the basic details.
Quid pro quo?
Of course, but
You
we
don't
don't
even know who the
vet
person
audit
is.
reports,
How will you
the
know quid
financial
pro quo?
statements of these donors.
You say I
We
don't even know who
we
these
don't-
people
no,
are.
Sir, we don't vet.
How do you establish
we
quid pro quo?
We don't vet
Can you
the financial
establish
statements
quid pro
because
quo
it
with
is
a ghost?
not an information in public
Can you
domain.
establish
I am
quid pro
saying
quo
it
with
is
a
the
shadow?
fault. The fault has happened and the
Can
part
you
of the
establish
country.
quid pro quo
Why are
with a
you
fake
victimizing
identity?
me and my party?
What are you talking about?
Why are you victimizing me and my party?
I'm not victimizing. I'm asking you some questions that other channels are not asking you.
The Aam Admi Party has not faltered. Sir, the Aam Admi Party has not faltered under Section 182.
Sir, you took 2 crore rupees from these guys.
They might have faltered. Sir, I represent...
Vani is responding. Only Vani, please. 1 second. Vani.
Arnab, if I may be allowed to make a point.
Vani and Priyanka, after Vani, one at a time.
Arvind Kejriwal
and the UPA government saying that
Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, Mr.
Arnab, I'd like to clarify on this particular point.
IRS officer. Let me remind Mr. Chadda.
No, Raghav, you're again mixing up issues. You're fooling the people. You're fooling the audience who's listening to you right now.
Priyanka, you can both respond. 1 second. Priyanka, you can both respond, but Vani first is responding, please. Vani to Raghav. Raghav, listen to Vani. 1 second.
Arnab, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal is an IRS officer. He is not just a bureaucrat, he is an Indian Revenue Service officer who is maintained in public life, from the time that he has been public with his politics, that he cleansed the income tax department of the government. And he stood up for rights of taxation for the people. So if an IRS officer who heads a political party is an ideologue, Mr. Yogendra Yadav talking about PAC, in public fora, when these people are a part of a party and yet You do not know who your beneficiaries are. Companies which are dormant have not made any kind of. So, Mr. Chadha, where do you stand today in terms of financial ethics? Where do you stand today in financial ethics today?
Come on, please stop this.
You have been claiming.
Okay, you made the point. Vani, let him respond.
Oh, this is a smear
Vani, let him respond.
Really?
Vani, let him respond.
Very, very bizarre.
Vani, he's responding now.
Vani,
I'm coming to you. Vani.
Yes, so do not run this smear campaign. Do not run this smear campaign. Do not try to, give a perception that the Aam Aadmi Party has faltered. I am challenging you. Unleash your CBI, your enforcement directorate, your income tax on my party. And let us also,
Mr. Chadha,
on this channel, hold on. On this channel, let me say that I urge the Home Minister to conduct an inquiry before the 7th.
That's braggadocio.
So that one can understand what has happened. But do not try to influence the minds of the voter by resorting to such
No. Do not deviate. Do not divert from the issue. You can't get away today. No, you can't get away today by a mere rant of talking about an investigation. You can't get away today. Remember,
Mr. Chadha, I want to also point out to you, Mr. Chadha,
about public property.
Raghav Chadha, 1 minute. Raghav Chadha, some more interesting facts are coming to light now. Priyanka, I'm going to come to you. Kamal Mitra Chenoy, I'm going to come to you. But I want to share one interesting fact. Priyanka, just listen to me. This company, Skyline Metals and Alloys Private Limited, in what is clearly seen to be what people call figuring out transactions, its balance sheet dated, please listen to me, Raghav, why aren't you paying attention? Dated March 31st, 2012, has assets of 1,62,39,000 and the same number of liabilities, difference is 0. There is little economic activity between 2 years. The amount of assets has reduced by 8,167 rupees. Now, I want to know how a company with this kind of a balance sheet, for God's sake, for crying out loud, Raghav Chadha, 1 minute, Raghav, 1 minute, Raghav, 1 minute, let me complete.
Yes.
Don't stop me when I'm just telling the viewers the basic point. How are you able to raise 50 lakh rupees and donate it to the Aam Aadmi Party?
Sir, I am saying investigate.
You won't even get that as credit.
Directorate on these. These are not our companies. We have no association with these companies.
But they're giving you the money.
Prosecute
But you're
them.
the benefactor. You took money from them.
No, please. No,
Raghav. I don't know who they are.
Is it
Raghav, if I may ask a question.
Arnab,
are you saying
One
that the
second.
political party needs to audit the financial statements of
That
the
Sir, I am
No,
saying...
listen, as far as...
That means
Okay, one second.
Raghav, as far as
Okay,
Aam Aadmi
Priyanka,
Party is
start.
concerned,
Priyanka, Vani, please, 1 second. Vani, please, 1 second.
Any
Priyanka.
donation above 9.99... No,
Mr. Goswami, please let me
no,
complete my
firstly,
Vani,
Raghav, there are
not
two
Vani.
differences.
Priyanka,
Now,
please,
we keep
Priyanka.
talking about some
Priyanka,
screenshot
please.
that you all have been given,
in all
some...
fairness,
No, please
Priyanka, please,
understand.
Priyanka.
Raghav, please allow others to talk. All I'm trying to say is when you keep talking about getting a clean sheet or some affidavit which said your funds were transparent, that was a totally different issue altogether. That was about something to do with foreign funds that AAP was receiving. And that was the case that you've been quoting all along, and you've been telling the audiences, that whoever's watching Times Now right now, that please listen to me. It's extremely also hilarious. It's also extremely hilarious when you ask for IPC sections, when you come from a party which has totally mocked the democracy, the constitution and IPC as well. Thirdly, Raghav, when you're talking about large amounts,
Raghav, listen to her.
and when you talk about some checks and balances, like any amount exceeding 9.999 lakh will be checked by you, will be passed by the Political Affairs Committee. Where are the minutes of the meeting where this particular financial transaction was approved? That is all my limited question and limited point to you is, when Aam Aadmi Party itself claimed that they will, any clearance, anything above 9.99 lakh will be cleared by the PAC. Where are the minutes of that meeting which took a donation of 50 lakhs from 4 different companies? That is
2 crores in all, 2 crores in all.
When you talk about, following checks and balances, and now you'll take a moral high ground about investigation.
Yes,
why is it that you
yes.
all didn't have checks and balances in place?
Now,
You talk
Priyanka,
about being
only
a
if you let
separate,
me
different
speak.
parties, cleaning up the system. You clearly haven't followed those same things.
And
You have been speaking all along. You haven't been allowing
Arnab,
us to
when he
speak.
says that they do not know who
Vani,
these people
later. I'm now going to my panel next. I'm going to go to my panel next. 1 second, you all spoke and I let Raghav respond. Raghav, a simple point is this. I want to play a soundbite. Can I play a soundbite before you reply? Raghav, a soundbite before you reply. 30-second clip of your leader, Yogendra Yadav. This, 1 second, this clip is going to justify. This is a clip of February 2014, ladies and gentlemen. At that particular point of time, the Aam Admi Party said that anything above 9,99,999, the clearance for that goes to the Political Affairs Committee, which has Arvind Kejriwal, Gopal Rai, Ilyas Asmi, Kumar Vishwas, Manish Sisodia, Pankaj Gupta, Prashant Bhushan, Sanjay Singh and Yogendra Yadav. And this is Yogendra Yadav saying it. Now, keep in mind when you watch this, the amount of money they've got from unknown sources now, as it appears, is 20 times the amount Yogendra Yadav is talking about. Raghav Chadda, don't look exasperated. Here's the soundbite. We keep you on the screen. Hear Yogendra Yadav for self. I'm coming back. Yeah.
पहली पार्टी है जो एक एक पाई का हिसाब जनता के सामने रख रही है, कहां से चंदा ले रहे हैं, एक एक चेक, एक एक चीज जनता के सामने रख रही है. कहीं ऐसा तो नहीं कि ये नई तकनीक सफल हो रही है इसलिए पुरानी तकनीक वाले परेशान हो रहे हैं.
Well, that's not the exact soundbite. Let me see if I can pull the exact soundbite out. But in that exact soundbite, if I can pull it out, they had said it was played 1 minute. It was also played at the BJP press conference. They said if you give us 9,99,999 rupees, if there is 1 rupee more than that, then we are going to ask, gadbad to nahi hai. When somebody said Mukesh Ambani se aap paisa lenge, तो he said we will ask this committee whether we should take money. गड़बड़ तो नहीं है. तो इस वक्त आपने गड़बड़ के बारे में क्यों नहीं सोचा? कल अगर tomorrow Raghav Chadda, if it turns out the money is from, you know, a black money guy, someone with a Swiss bank account, a Hawala transaction, a smuggler, a terrorist, will you turn around and say, but the terrorists gave us money by check, how does it matter? Now, what kind of logic is that?
Okay, now let me answer this. I think you've raised a very valid point. You know, as you mentioned that, you know, is this money from a person who's been...
that we don't know these
Can I please speak? Arnab, is the question to me or is Vani the spokesperson of the Aam Admi Party?
And they were
Vani, let him speak. Vani, let him speak now, please.
We don't know who
now,
these
Vani,
people are who've given the donations.
All right, Vani, let him speak.
One last thing you must
No, Vani, you
ask
let him speak.
If these norms were flouted, they were aware of it. And they were talking about financial probity throughout. So
okay,
he's accepting tonight that, you know, these
points,
norms were flouted as far as donations to his party.
All right, please. Raghav Chadda, please.
So, Mr. Goswami, 3 quick points, and I hope nobody will intervene me. Point number 1, the political affairs of the committee does a reasonable check, but the political affairs of the committee does not audit the financial statements of the last 3 years of every company that gives us money. That's point number 1. Point number 2, Mr.
No, 1 second. 2 crore rupees. Everyone gives you 2 crore rupees every night.
Please.
How many people give you 2 crore rupees every night?
A company which is giving you 50 lakhs, you wouldn't even check that. That sounds a bit far-fetched.
Priyanka, please let me speak.
And what is the local
do
standard
not
of
jump
that
down my throat,
company?
please. I'm
What is the
requesting.
condition of that company? 15 times jump in their money standing within a year?
The Affairs Committee of the party.
This is serious money. Whose money was it? Did you, no, 1 second. Did you look into the background? 1 second. Did you, no, 1 second. Raghav, I'm asking you this because you set the standards. Did the Political Affairs Committee of the Aam Admi Party look into the background of the 4 companies? Did it look into their financials, their addresses, some of which have turned out to be fake? Was it aware that Goldmine, Bilcon Private Limited and Sun Vision Agencies Private Limited did not even exist in the location that they are supposed to? That this is turning out to be exactly the same affair that you used to accuse the BJP leaders of. Can you explain to me who Hem Prakash Sharma is? Hem Prakash Sharma, who's on the director of these 3 companies. Did you establish contact and ask who is this Hem Prakash Sharma who wants to give 2 crore rupees to the Aam Admi Party? Did you ask? Or does it not matter? As long as the money is coming in, it doesn't matter, does it?
So, Mr. Goswami, now I am making 3
no,
points.
by the way, Hem Prakash Sharma.
No, let him complete. No, Priyanka, let him complete.
All the doubts, all the questions that you are raising today would be answered. Please. So, first of all,
no, what do the companies do? Do they make ice cream or cement or something else?
Do statutory audit.
What do these companies do? Did you look into the activities of the companies?
Or the financial statements of these companies?
What is their business?
No political party in this country.
What is their business?
Statutory audit.
What is this? What scrutiny did you establish them? Did you look at the balance sheets?
Point number 1. Point number 2.
No,
Yes,
what
sir,
a
I'm coming
company.
to
No,
that,
1
sir,
second.
please.
1 minute. 1
Please,
minute.
Mr.
Do
Goswami.
companies with
The irony
negligible
is, I am
business give you
answering
2
that,
crore
sir.
rupees? The first logical question
Mr.
you ask
Goswami,
is
I am
who's giving me
answering
so
that.
much money?
Please, bear with me.
No, you don't ask yourself the
Yes,
question.
so I'm answering
Who's
that.
giving me
Hold
so
on.
much money?
The commerce,
No, no,
yes,
1
I'm
second.
answering that. Sir, the commerce minister, the corporate affairs minister of the government of India have been doing successive press conference one after the other to malign us. Why don't they order an investigation
I'm
into
asking
these companies
you
and prosecute those guys? It is not my company or my party's company. We have no connection.
Sir,
with
but
them.
the
Go and prosecute
company
them
is
if
funding
they have
you.
done
The
anything
company is
wrong.
funding you.
Prosecute us.
You
No,
are fighting an
prosecute
election,
us
taking
and
money
fight
from
us.
them. Who on earth are these guys?
The
Who is
amount of
paying you?
penalty. Prosecute us.
You have
5
destroyed
times
your
if
basic
we have-
argument
if we have
tonight.
altered on any
Of-
legal provision.
Arnab.
And point number 3, Mr. Goswami,
Arnab.
this transaction is an 8-month-old transaction. You
Arnab.
must tell
So
this to your
what?
viewers.
So
This
what?
transaction
1
is
second.
an
If it is 8
8-month-old
months, so
transaction.
what?
The
No, no,
It was found today only.
brought this transaction and giving a spin. The BJP is giving
The
a spin
question is-
and has launched this or
question is why was it
done
found
this
today?
alleged expose today, 3 days or 4
Yeah, so
days
why
before the
only 4
election.
days ago?
So this clearly proves that the Bharatiya Janata Party is running a smear
No, no, one
campaign in order to malign the image of the Aam Admi Party, and Bharatiya Janata Party is the party which does not even disclose who's funding them.
No, 1
who's
second.
Gaining
Neil-
money from
Neil is
companies
responding
like
to you. 1
Union
second.
Carbide.
Mr.
1 second,
Chadha
Neil,
and
1 second, your ex.
Wait,
1 second,
wait.
please. 1 second, no, 1 minute. Right now on the
2
screen,
crores,
Raghav
21
Chadha
crores.
and Raghav Chadha is taking on Neil Terrance Haslam. Neil
Raghav.
Terrance Haslam, till recently, 1 second, I want to introduce both these gentlemen. Raghav Chadha, Neil Terrance Haslam are 2 young men on both sides. They are both joined the Aam Admi Party, may have been friends at one time, and today Neil comes out and he does a press conference exposing the Aam Admi Party. Raghav Chadha says you are on the payrolls of the BJP. Now I put you on, and if you want to respond to that,
I
because
don't even know who he
Raghav,
is, Mr. Goswami.
Raghav,
In all fairness, to be
Raghav-
honest, I don't even know who he is. I've never seen him.
then
I've
why
never
are you
seen this
making an
person.
accusation that he's on the payrolls
You
of
just said
the
it.
BJP? How do you know?
Because everybody,
Neil.
every beat journalist in Delhi knows what Awam is. Awam is a frontal organization of the Bharatiya Janata Party, financially supported by their leader.
Again, I'll tell you what, you're accusing Awam, and Arvind Kejriwal is not half the man of Karan Singh. I am witness to Karan Singh's he was expelled. I was a witness to Arvind Kejriwal's lies, and Arvind Kejriwal, sorry, I voted for you. You are a disgrace. I voted for you, I loved you, I donated for you, I did a lot for you that you can even dream of, sir.
Mr. Goswami, please.
You
do
are
not
a
bring
sad man.
Mr. Goswami,
Your party is filled
Turning
with
into an Oprah
This is a
Winfrey
smear
show.
your party is filled with
And this
hatred,
is intra-party.
animosity,
What does this mean?
and
do not acknowledge
just
these
wild
remarks
stuff.
of
You
people
just
who
give
are
accusations.
on the payroll
Can you
of
prove
the
your fact
BJP.
about Awam?
This is an attempt.
One question.
This
7
is
months
an
Awam is
attempt.
left.
This is an attempt.
Raghav, don't change the topic. You just spoke about Awam. You pick a topic and I'll talk to you about it. You spoke about Awam. Do you have any proof? Does Arvind Kejriwal himself have any
I
proof?
don't want to
Or did
talk-
he, when he was a commissioner
I don't talk to
of the income
unauthorized
tax,
people.
make these companies?
I don't want
Which
to talk to
companies?
you.
These 4
I
fake
don't
companies.
want to talk
And there are
to people
31
on the payroll
companies.
of the
So what are you
Bharatiya Janata
suggesting?
Party. This is a plant. This is a plant.
Oh, everything is,
And
for
I'm
Aam Admi Party, everybody is a plant.
Here.
Everybody is a
Plant
BJPian.
and
Why didn't you
attempt to
join the
malign
BJP
us.
then?
An attempt to malign us 3 days before the elections.
Everybody is
3 days
after-
before the elections. This entire story has been planted. I mean, if this
Oh,
is
yeah, it's been planted.
legitimate,
Whether it's planted or not, the
even
fact
if
is
it's
you have been caught.
legitimate, this
Sir,
transaction
my
is-
question
Kejriwal has
is,
been
my
caught
question,
hands down.
sir, my question is,
Tell me where
Raghav
the Aam Admi Party has gone wrong.
Chadha, Raghav
Tell me
Chadha,
where
Don't
the
waste
Aam Admi
somebody's
Raghav
time.
Chadha, simple
Right.
question.
Right?
provision
If
has
Arvind,
Aam
okay,
Admi
one
Party
question.
violated.
When Arvind Kejriwal resigned after 49 days,
Has the Aam Admi
if he did
Party
not
violated?
resign, look at the money that he's costed our country. He's costing our country crores.
Is that why you're doing this?
Now,
He's costing our country crores. Look at the poor people on the street.
if you want it,
I'm not here. Let's. You know what? You run behind BJP. You run behind Congress. Face the fact and say yes. Aam Admi is a problem. Aam Admi is a cancer and a disgrace to
Raghav
society.
Chadha,
Arnab, are
Raghav
we going
Chadha,
to
my
turn-
question to you.
Arnab, no, sorry. Are we
What?
going to turn the Delhi elections into Aam
Now,
Admi
this is the
Party
game
versus
plan.
ex-Aam
Now, this is
Admi
the
Party?
game
What's it? Raghav is saying something.
No,
What's
why?
it?
Every
What
ex-
about the-
and
what about
calling
the-
us-
what about Delhi?
and calling
What
us a
about the
cancer.
people of Delhi?
Of course.
Who are you to
What's
call
it?
us a cancer?
Arti, 1 minute. Raghav is saying something here. What's it? What are you saying,
True
Raghav?
to our politics, some of us here, and we have not
I am
called
saying,
anyone
Mr.
cancer.
Goswami,
I can
It
give you
shows what
screenshots
kind
of your-
politics you
What-
are.
this spokesperson is also a plant, a person. So essentially, the Bharatiya Janata Party has gone one step further. They are planting their.
Professor Chenoy, he admits everything. He admits there is a mishandling.
Let Neil respond.
Before airing their views, before acknowledging them, before airing their views, you must conduct a background check. These people are on the payroll of the
Absolutely. You know what?
Party.
You know what? You talk about a background check.
It is a setup to malign
Your Aam Aadmi talks about a background check, poll call, whistleblowers. Where's your proof against Awam?
Happened in April.
Arvind Kejriwal and Pankaj Gupta, the yes man.
No, he's asking you a question. No, one second, Neil, first listen to his question. Listen to his question. What's your question, Raghav? Can you repeat it, please? Because can you repeat your question to Neil?
SIT in the matter.
No, what's your question to Neil? You were asking him a question because he missed the last part. What's your basic question to Neil?
I am neither asking a question nor acknowledging the presence of this person. I do not want to speak to or respond to unauthorized people who are on the payrolls of the Bharatiya Janata Party. And as a matter of policy,
You're accusing them.
to them.
So everybody in India is on the BJP side. Then I think Aam Aadmi needs to pack up and leave.
Before bringing such people on your show. Yours is a
So my question to you, Raghav, is, Raghav, you tell me,
the last time Ashish called Karan Singh a thief and a chore. And I say Arvind Kejriwal right now is stealing the Indians of their money.
Raghav, answer my question. Your party took a very high ground on issues of transparency. I am asking you tonight, please tell me a group of 9 wise men, Yogendra Yadav, Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia included, had a meeting to discuss and decide how to accept and whether to accept 2 crore rupees from bogus companies. My question to you tonight is only one thing. Please listen to the question, Raghav. Listen to the question, Raghav. Listen to the question, Raghav. The question is this. Can you tell me where the minutes of that meeting are? Can you transparently tell the people of India when 9 wise men, including Yogendra Yadav and Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia, sat down, what is the question they asked themselves? You are saying they didn't ask themselves even once where the money came from?
Okay.
This is exactly what you used to accuse all political parties of doing. This is the reason why you said you wanted to join politics, to clean up the system, to create a system where you take money only from known sources. Today you take money from unknown sources and you ask us, don't ask me questions about it. Leave the political motivations of this group aside. Answer the fact, Raghav.
As many questions as you like, but do not get unauthorized people on your show. You must not.
I am asking you, and who decides what's authorized and unauthorized? I am asking you. On the news, I am having an open debate. I am asking you. I am asking you. Now tell me. You tell me. I am asking you. I am asking you.
Unauthorized voices.
No, you tell me about the facts of the case.
So as far as our PSC...
Yes. Oh, one second, Neil, one second. Let him answer.
Yes. So there are 3 answers to this. Answer number 1, the BJP has submitted an affidavit in the Delhi High Court saying that the Aam Aadmi Party's funding is absolutely legitimate and transparent. The Congress has also done so. And lastly, the PSC is not a body of statutory auditors. They check and vet the transaction only up to a reasonable extent.
So, okay,
particularly identifying.
Okay, one second. Counter question.
They are not auditors.
Counter question.
They vet the financial transactions.
Okay, I get your point. I have a counter question for you.
Calculate that whether the average.
No, I have a counter question for you. Can I ask you a counter question? Your basic argument is that you do not look at a company's background, you only look at whether there's some kind of a quid pro quo in relation to the transaction. And that's why if there is, then you don't take the donation. I understand that. Now please understand why I cannot accept your argument, because Raghav, please listen to me. Please listen to me. Please listen to me. Just look at it logically, or logical man. Even if we believe that you are saying you're only trying to verify if there's a quid pro quo attached to the amount that is being given, how do you determine that? A. B. Who do you get in touch with to ensure that there is no quid pro quo? C. Is it the director of the company? D. Is it the representative of the company? E. Did you call them? Did you email them? F. If you have, would you not know who Hem Prakash Sharma is? G, would you not do a basic background check of the company that is seeking to donate you this money? H, if this money was handed to you by check, as you claim, would you not do a due diligence before you deposit it? at least look up the details of the company on the
all
Ministry of
due
Corporate
diligence-
Affairs website?
Sir, all the due diligence.
Yes, Mr.
Sir,
Chadda,
all the
answer
due
this.
diligence in line with the Representation of the People Act and the Income Tax Act was
Sir,
done.
what are you
Number
saying?
one. Number two,
What
on
are
your
you
channel,
saying, sir?
I am saying that unleash the CBI, the Enforcement Directorate, the Income
Sir,
Tax
this
on
is-
our party
that's a-
and see whether we've done anything wrong or not. And we are tomorrow writing a letter to the Chief Justice of India saying that constitute a Supreme Court monitored SIT and
Sir, you're
check the
buying
funding of all
time. I want an
parties.
answer.
It is
People are voting on
obnoxious
7th.
that the
People are
BJP
forming
and the Congress
perceptions
are
about
questioning
you.
us on our electoral funding, sir.
You want to buy
We
time.
are contesting elections with meager amounts. The BJP and the Congress have been spending tens
Sir,
and
2
thousands
crores,
of
not
crores,
small amount,
and
by the way.
nobody has the
I know it
spine
may-
to ask a question to them. I think
Sir, don't
Mr.
question.
Goswami,
You know, we have
let's
asked
not
enough
fall into
questions
the
to the
trap of
BJP
this
and we will ask more questions.
Let's not-
We ask so many questions that
let's not-
Kiran Bedi doesn't give an interview to this
But
channel.
let's not-
Do not question spine, Mr. Chadda. We on this channel ask questions to everyone. And we ask questions so hard and so openly that neither your leader Arvind Kejriwal nor Kiran Bedi has the courage to come and do a frankly speaking interview here. Because we don't ask soft questions with underhand deliveries. So please don't tell me about spine. We ask the questions whether it is to you or the BJP. I take strong offense to what you're saying and you should take it back.
He will give an interview to you.
I don't care about an interview, Mr. Chadda. For God's sake, understand this. Those days are gone when some politicians would throw interviews like dollops. As far as I'm concerned, you want to face straight questions, you come here. We won't give you a pre-scripted interview. Anyway, this is not about that. My question to you is, what is the due diligence that you did on the money?
The remark is about the people. This remark was on the people who are allegedly, so-called involved with the Awam organization, which is essentially a frontal organization of the BJP.
Yeah,
who
I'm
are
just saying
questioning
it
us
clearly because
on our
I feel too
electoral
many
funding.
politicians take
This is
chances with journalists
obnoxious.
nowadays. Don't take
The
chances with
BJP
me
and
all
the
times now,
Congress
Mr.
get tens and
Chadda.
thousands
I
of
ask
crores.
questions. You
Mr.
want to get
Chadda
personal
has-
with me? I'm going to respond back, not personally, but in a straight way. My question. One second. Vani Tripathi is responding to you, Mr. Chadda. One second. One second. Kamal Mitra Chenoy wants to come into the debate. He's been out for a while. He wants to say something here. He's the party elder as well. Kamal Mitra Chenoy.
I want to make the
Kamal
following,
Mitra Chenoy is saying something.
I want to make the following points. Number one, prima facie, there seems to have been some error in controlling and ordering the accounts. Otherwise, this could not have happened. Number two, we do have our own Lokpal, but obviously until this came out, the Lokpal was not able to look at it. But we take responsibility for any error, but we want to say that with that also, we are very careful in checking and double checking the accounts. So this was not something, but we made a mistake.
No, Arti, the whole mistake has been made, and that's the point. That's a serious admission
Mr.
here.
Chenoy, is that
That's
the
what I
same
said right
Lokpal
at the
that
beginning.
gave
That Kamal is making a very serious admission here. It's a very significant admission. And if indeed there's been a mistake, why isn't Raghav Chadda admitting it? At least Kamal is saying that there's
Raghav that.
Raghav, your colleague.
No, Raghav will reply.
Yeah,
You ask the
one moment.
Let you finish
the
and
last
let.
point I want to make is
Yes.
that it is absolutely essential for us, and this has been said since the morning, that inquiry be done by whichever agency is the most appropriate. But not only do we want that, internally we will make sure to make mechanisms. This never happens again.
Yeah, but
because obviously we have
your
made
party
some
leaders
errors.
already called it a conspiracy, which
Absolutely.
means.
And this is the tip of the iceberg.
No.
Just 1 minute.
There may be some accusation,
Kamal
timing,
Mitra
etc.,
Chenoy, I think
but I'm not going on that.
Arti was
I'm not
making
going on that.
Arti is making a point to Raghav.
The allegations can be set aside separately.
Arti.
No, but
This can be
Raghav
looked at
Chadda,
separately.
like Kamal has admitted quite candidly that maybe there's been some bungling in the bookkeeping and all the rest of it. Why can't you make the same admission?
Yeah.
Why are you going on and on saying it's a
answer that.
conspiracy and trying to throw mud at other people? Why don't you
Because
say
it
that,
is.
yes, maybe we made a mistake
And let-
we will look into the
He's
thing.
replying to you. He's replying to you.
Please tell us. At least Kamal had the decency to admit that.
Arti ji, you see, I'm sure Mr. Goswami knows this, that on this show there is only one authorized spokesperson of the Aam Admi Party, and that is Raghav Chadda.
That means there is a split in Aam Admi Party or what?
No, let
Does
him
it
come.
mean there is a difference
No,
in Aam Admi Party?
no,
You
let
don't
him
say
come.
this.
Mr. Goswami,
Let him
you
come.
must-
It's not official.
We are all Indian
So
citizens and we
are
have
you
the
trying
right.
to say No, I don't know about a split. But are you trying to say that Goswami is not an authorized spokesperson?
Arti, you got to let him reply, please. I don't think that's fair. He's replying. Let him reply. I insist. Let him reply. No, Vani, let him reply. Vani, I'll come to you. Let him reply.
And yes, so first of all, Arti ji, I am the authorized spokesperson of the party, and I am saying this, that this is a conspiracy, a smear campaign to malign the Aam Aadmi Party. It's an 8-month-old transaction that has been, trying to be given a spin of some illegitimate transaction and revealed now. Be that as it may, I am saying that the Commerce Minister and the Power Minister, forget my internal Lokpal. I mean, even if I say that my internal Lokpal will vet this and come out with an investigation and an answer, nobody, all of you will try and downplay that. I am saying that the Commerce Minister, the Power Minister, the Corporate Affairs Minister of the the Union government are doing successive press conference. Rather than that, they should order an investigation. What are they doing? Why are they not ordering an investigation? And let the investigation be time bound. It is only a matter of few transactions. And let the result of the investigation come out by the 7th of March. Why are they
check this out? How long does it take to check this out? Why can't your Lokpal do it and give us an answer immediately? Why can't your Lokpal do
All
it
right,
and give us
gentlemen.
an answer immediately? How long does it take to check this out? Whether this is a shell company, a fake company, or a genuine company? How long does it take?
In a few months, let's see what happens to him when he goes back to Aam Aadmi Party.
1 second.
Will he be opened up with good arms?
1 second. Now I think that this debate
Now,
is
Mr.
really
Goswami,
taking a very serious.
excuse me, you can excuse me.
Now 1 second. This debate is taking a serious turn.
People who are on the payroll of the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Mr. Chadha, you see there are different kinds of people. I'll just tell you one thing, Mr. Chadha. There are some people who will be on your side, and there are some people who will not be on your side. Then there will be some people, Mr. Chadha, who may have been on your side but may not be on your side now. Now that's not an illegitimate thing, right? Okay, so let's not get very intolerant of the other side. That's all I'm saying. Vani is responding to you. I'm extending this debate by 5 minutes.
Let me just remind that it was
Mr. Chadha.
Lokpal which gave a clean chit which is part of
Mr. Chadha. One at a time. One at a time.
It's an absolute shame. It's an absolute shame.
Vani, will you launch an investigation?
It's an absolute. It's an absolute shame. It's an absolute shame. It's an absolute shame. Don't shout, Mr. Chadha. Don't shout. You've shouted enough. You've gotten nowhere this evening. You've shouted enough. Don't shout anymore. Don't shout anymore. It won't help. It won't help, Mr. Chadha. But it's a shame. It's a shame and it's so hypocritical. It's so hypocritical that you are trying to show. You're trying to show some kind of belief in a government. You're trying to show some kind of belief in a government where you've been pointing fingers at the government. You've been pointing fingers at its leaders, and this itself is a sign of your guilt. It's a sign of your guilt, Mr. Chadha. Just wait. Arnab, he has no tolerance to listen to anybody. There is no point in this kind of a debate. There is no point in this kind of a debate
when Nitin Gadkari,
because your hypocrisy,
when there were allegations against, 1 minute, when there were allegations against Nitin Gadkari, 1 second, Vani 1 minute, Vani a minute, when there were allegations against Nitin Gadkari related to Purti controversy reported in several places, including this channel, and when it was reported that several companies that invested in Purti did not exist in the addresses, they were listed in the ROC. You pounced on these, and a man called Arvind Kejriwal, then with India Against Corruption, who used to say, I'm never going to enter politics, ever again. He said, I'm reading from a newspaper report which says, senior India Against Corruption member Arvind Kejriwal tweeted on Tuesday morning, quote, read present-day TOI for large expose against Nitin Gadkari. But would the NCP and the Congress chief have the courage to do something against him? Or is the BJP Congress bhai? Exactly similar allegations had been made. And this was the response then of Arvind Kejriwal. And he was unforgiving, Raghav. He was unforgiving in his assessment of values and in his picture of propriety and in his demand for probity. He was unforgiving. He was unforgiving about this. You should go back and read what you had put out in your website. When you're on your website under the header dubious deals against this particular politician, now same standards will apply to you, Raghav. It's not unnatural.
let's set
Mr.
up an
Mr. Chadda, one second, Mr. Chadda, I want to remind you, if you care to listen tonight, and I really request you, please listen to me. I am only arguing factually with you. At that point of time, a person called Arvind Kejriwal had dismissed the income tax investigation into Nitin Gadkari as an eyewash. And so, before you call for a probe, take into consideration your own adamant stand on the matter. Tonight, when we are broadcasting the Newshour, a lot of people are saying, we don't know where this 2 crore rupees went from. You cannot hide behind the cloak of what you're calling an SIT or a Supreme Court investigation. You have to take a fundamental moral position in the matter. You can't hide behind the cloak, let's have an investigation. You're sounding like the same politicians you used to criticize.
I again on your channel reiterate, and I'm challenging the BJP and the Congress spokesperson to name one provision of any legislation of this country on which the Aam Aadmi Party has faltered or found to be guilty.
The Aam Aadmi Party cannot answer any questions.
They can't even answer this simple question.
Don't disrespect
on this funding that you received.
Okay, Kamal Mitra Chenoy, last word. Please don't use it.
It's very funny. Very funny and very hypocritical. Very hypocritical on the part of the Aam Aadmi Party that it is suddenly showing belief. It is suddenly showing belief on a government on which it has been pointing fingers. But still, the proof of the pie is in its eating. Mr. Chadda, you stand in the same ambit today that you've been putting every single political party in for these many months that you've been in politics. And that is why, again, you are smearing the other people. You are not looking within. You don't even have the courage to answer the questions that you're faced with. It's very sad, Mr. Chadda. This is great hypocrisy. And the country is watching it. The people of Delhi are watching it.
It is the only honest party in this country.
Why don't we expel the person who made the mistake?
Absolutely. You are pristine clear. You are so pious. That you don't even have answers to give about financial property that you're faced with today.
And this is again a self-certificate that you are the most honest
It's very
party.
clear. One can see how pious you are.
Everybody
One second, Kamal Mitra Chenoy, one second. Two people from the same party. One an authorized spokesperson, and as he has reminded Kamal Mitra Chenoy, the other not authorized. But Kamal Mitra Chenoy wants to say something to you. Raghav? Yes, Kamal.
No, not just Raghav. I want to say to the panel that there are two possibilities. Number one, that Aam Aadmi Party was taking this money and filtering it and was under the illusion that we would not be caught out. I don't think that is a rational kind of argument. But what is clear is that there has been some serious problem in our bookkeeping because these checks came in April.
That's what the BJP and Congress also would have said.
And about our comparison with other parties, it is very important, as I know the Aam Aadmi Party will do, that we clean up house, and we also counter the allegations against us by rational argument and by our internal measures, which should have worked but did not fully work. But I don't think this is the end of the Aam Aadmi Party.
My last question is to Neil.
The Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson calls you an unauthorized one. So are you actually speaking for them? Mr. Chenoy, you are being called an unauthorized spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party.
Do not try
I mean, that is how you are being phrased here.
On the Aam Aadmi Party website. Raghav, just a minute.
Vani, you have hundreds of such sitting on the panel right now. There's one sitting on the panel right now. So what are you talking about? So let's be fair here.
Okay, one second. My question to Neil is, if these transactions were there on the Aam Aadmi Party website on the 5th of April 2014, somewhere in my heart, I find it difficult to believe that you turned into a Sherlock Holmes from 221 Baker Street. You know, took your magnifying glass house and said, I will go walking around the streets of Delhi till I crack this case. And if you're such a, no, one second, please. I wasn't born yesterday either. And if you're such a damn good investigator, why? Raghav Chadda comes back to debate and taking him on, Sambit Patra of the BJP. And Javeer of the Congress Party, thank you very much. Let's debate this. Okay, let's start with the BJP. Sambit, I know you want to have the opening round there. Raghav has been batting quite well on behalf of his party, so I'm not completely convinced yet about, the accuracy of his arguments. I feel he's putting on more an emotional response than a factual response. But my first question to you, Sambit, is this, that, 73% of your party's money comes from unknown sources, as per known information. In October this year, it emerged that a person under scrutiny in the black money case, Radha Timblo, yes, of the Goa-based Timblo Private Limited, has Swiss bank accounts, I think, is also a donor to the BJP. She was named by your government in a black money case. In March last year, the Delhi High Court finds your party prima facie guilty of violating FCRA provisions by receiving foreign funds. I mean, leave all of this aside. Before you go out and say the people of Delhi must know that, they are doing something financially unscrupulous, would you like to first make an admission of guilt on your party's behalf that you lack the moral position to be asking the questions to the Aam Admi Party from? And by the way, tweeting continues. This is one of the world's top trending hashtags, Hawala at midnight, Sambit Patra. Yes, please.
Arnab, today what has happened? Today the thieves have been caught. The thieves who have been yelling at the top of the voice that they are the policemen. And this is in fact a big day today, because when caught red-handed, they are red today, the Aam Admi people. Raghav, as a friend, may be batting well, but the party is duck out. Aam Admi Party is duck out today. Now coming to what the guilt sensation that you were speaking about, Bharatiya Janata Party. Why should we be guilty? We have been submitting our papers unlike
73% of your money is from unknown sources.
As the law of the land requires. As the law of the land requires, we have been submitting.
4,076, 290 donors.
I am not going to buy that.
Closely competing with the Congress Party, which beats
as the law of the land requires, Bharatiya Janata Party has been submitting its papers to the Election Commission. But the Aam Admi Party rather did not submit its papers to the Election Commission after 2013
Okay, so
elections.
Here's a toss-up. Here's a toss-up. And I'm not saying this to just balance out. But the fact is, 2 crore rupees of Aam Admi Party come from unknown sources, pretty much in this case caught red-handed, and they are trying to fight back. In your case, 952 crore rupees comes from unknown sources. Now tell me who's more guilty, somebody who's taken 2 crore rupees from unknown sources, or somebody who's taken 952 crore rupees from unknown sources? What are the basics here?
The basics are, they had opened up a factory to convert black money to white money. Shell companies, which I call factories.
And where does your money come from?
No, I'll tell you.
Where does your money come from?
We are replying to the Election Commission.
When will you reply?
We ask the Election Commission.
This is money from 2004 to 2005.
The Election Commission has
This is money from 2004.
The Election Commission has questioned the Aam Admi Party as to why they have not submitted their accounts. We have submitted our accounts. My question to the Aam Admi Party is, why have they opened up the shell companies, 31 shell companies, of which 4 have been investigated. They have been found to be false, fictitious, and when they had the same kind of allegations, which were proved wrong later about Nitin Gadkari had stepped down. Why does not Arvind Kejriwal step down today? Why this holier than thou, and why this victimization kind of posture that Arvind Kejriwal is taking? Should he not?
Where does your 952 crores come from?
It comes
and by the way, where does
from the people of India, which we account for?
1,951 crore rupees from 9,75,000 some donors. Where does that money come from? Would you want to both explain to us, between both of you, and this is very interesting, ladies and gentlemen, between Congress and BJP, they have, hold your breath, 1.4 million unknown donors. I admit these people have... One minute. And between both of you, let people know. Between both of you, you have 3,000 crore rupees of unknown money from 1.4 million unknown donors. And I am in a position to ask questions to the Aam Admi Party, but are either of you in a position with this dubious record to be asking?
I'll tell you yes why. I'll tell you why.
No, what's it, Javid?
I'll tell you why. First, Congress. We might have 1 billion. Is there an allegation against Congress that there was shell companies created to convert black money into white money? No. We are within the four corners of representation
Radha
of people
Timblo
Act.
donated 65 lakhs.
I'm coming to
Radha Timblo,
what is
who has
the
a
reason?
Swiss bank
What is
account,
the reason?
donated 65
What is
lakhs.
the reason? Samvita, what is the reason Aam Admi Party till date has not filed their poll expenses?
No,
according to Section 183A, which my learned friend Raghav will know of the Companies Act, they were under a legal duty to verify the balance sheets of these companies.
Did you refuse to come under the purview of the Right to Information Act?
We have a legal argument. We are not a public authority.
Argument. You don't have a moral argument.
No, we are a legal authority. Today, the saints of transparency are actually the dacoits of black money. They have a track record of accepting dubious transactions. They have mastered the art of money laundering. Shazia Ilmi on camera was caught accepting cash transactions, and she said, "These are, if I may quote, I will show them as salary to the AAP employees."
She didn't take the money.
She said that.
She didn't take the money.
No, the sting said, "Give me the CAT donation. I will show it as a salary to AAP employees."
Wants to respond to you.
No. Raghav, can you answer me? Wasn't the Aam Admi Party under a legal obligation to verify the balance sheet of the company?
Can he reply?
Yes, please.
Can he reply? Okay, all three of them on the screen, please. Raghav.
And I hope my colleagues from the BJP, and I hope that my friends from the BJP and the Congress will not interrupt me, as I did not interrupt. Sir, point number one, Mr. Goswami, and just to your viewers, hold on. Just to your viewers, the person who was representing Awam on your panel in the previous debate has joined the BJP. His Facebook wall is filled with BJP posters and his joining ceremony. So just to bring this to your people, the notice of your viewers, that guy who was, put up on your show as an Awam spokesperson is an official member of the Bharatiya Janata Party.
So what
That's
happens?
point number one.
You admit, one second,
What's happened?
one minute.
I do not know who has joined BJP,
Sambit
but what
Patra
is
is
the wrong if anyone
admitting.
joins
Sambit
BJP?
Patra is
If
admitting
anyone
on your
from
show
BJP also
that he
comes
is a
and
member of the
exposes the
BJP.
truth. What is the wrong?
This is precisely what we have been saying, Mr. Goswami.
Please
This is a
debate
plant.
this issue
This
on
is
the
a
rank
clear
of-
One
campaign
second,
by the
Sambit
BJP.
Patra. He is saying tonight, a man who is saying I'm ex-up is a BJP guy. Now, I think a legit question is being asked because Sambit Patra, if he's a BJP guy, then why doesn't he wear a BJP symbol, go to the BJP office and do a BJP press conference?
No, by the way,
why are you
I'm telling you. My question. I've got your question.
Listen to me. No, you haven't got my question. I am saying tonight, why do you maintain a pretense of keeping an arm's length distance from a guy who Raghav Chadda, taking you on directly, says as a BJP guy? Either you say, Raghav, you're lying, or you explain to me why you keep an armless distance.
I don't have to go into who is a BJP member or not.
Why don't you?
There would be 10 crore BJP members very soon. How would I know each one of them?
Why don't you?
No, how would I know?
Why wouldn't you?
How would I know?
Is he a BJP person or not?
How would I know that?
Is he a BJP person or not?
I have to go back and verify whether he is a BJP man or not. Even if he was,
he's asking you a question.
Even if he was a BJP man, he has brought the truth to the fore. What is wrong with it? What was Awam? What was Awam? Awam was the collection of volunteers of Aam Admi Party, which it is still today. It is their problem that they could not keep their fox together. Who is Shanti Bhushan? Who is Prashant Bhushan? If Shanti Bhushan says that Arvind Kejriwal is corrupt, if Prashant Bhushan says that 12 seats of MLAs have been sold, it is not my mistake. In fact, it is the mistake of Aam Admi Party. No, he has lost the rights of saying today.
He's responding to you.
No, why is he responding?
He's responding to you.
And today, this guy called Neil, who's done this alleged expose and who was on your panel,
this
is a member
guy
of the
is not
BJP.
important. The expose is important.
The official spokesperson of the BJP has accepted that. He has accepted that. So please, the viewers must understand. This is a smear campaign. The BJP is trying to corner us. They are trying to malign our image. 3 days before the election. 3 days before the election.
Debate the expose. Who made the expose is secondary. He or she may belong to any party. The expose comes from your party. The expose comes from Shanti Bhushan. The expose comes from Prashant Bhushan. The expose comes from Awam, which is your body. Now tell me, is it true or not that you form shell companies? That is a big question. Who belongs to BJP? Who belongs to Congress? Who belongs to Aam Admi Party? Is a tertiary question.
Mr. Goswami, this is the dirty trick department of the BJP that we've been talking about.
Dirty trick department of BJP? By the way,
Sambit, let him speak.
That's a dirty department of BJP. They have an ISI department, ink, slipper, slap department. We do not have any such department. We do not have any such department. Mr. Chadda, dirty tricks exist anywhere. It exists in the dirty picture of Aam Admi Party. We do not have the ISI department, ink, slaps and stone department. It is your party which has such departments.
Members of the BJP were sitting in the audience. Mr. Goswami, even the members of the BJP were sitting in the audience. They facilitated this press conference. And this guy, Awam, or this organization called Awam, is nothing but a frontal organization of the BJP. Everybody in Delhi knows this. Every beat journalist in Delhi knows this. And this
okay, so my question is 1 minute. Can I ask you a question, Raghav Chadda? Mr. Chadda. Now, there have been journalists who've done stings and exposés before joining the Aam Admi Party officially. Have there not been?
They encourage people
Have there not been people
to do stings?
Have there not been people who've done stings and exposés before joining the Aam Admi Party and have gone on to join the Aam Admi Party?
And contested elections also.
At that time, did you say these people have no credibility?
This is a totally different comparison that I'm trying to draw.
Why?
No. I am saying, Mr. Goswami, yes, I am saying that here are a few people who are on the payroll of the Bharatiya Janata Party who create this organization called Awam in order to carry out smear campaigns against the Aam Admi Party. 3 days before
you want to shoot the messenger on this one?
Yes. Tomorrow,
why is shooting the messenger? Answer the question.
I am not shooting, sir.
This is not a right thing.
Arnab, this is Aam Admi Party's website. There is a section called Unearthed Illicit Money. Raghav, I am showing you from your website. There is a section called Unearthed Illicit Money which says, please do not allow investment from shell companies. Do you practice what you preach? It's on your website.
It is not an investment.
You are creating shell companies.
There is a difference between a donation and an investment.
You are the judge, jury, executor.
I mean, you being a lawyer, Javeer, you must know what is an investment and what is a donation.
This is
Javeer, you're a lawyer, right? You're a lawyer. Under which section of the Indian Penal Code or the Income Tax Act or the Companies Act or the Representation of the People Act is a political party called the Aam Admi Party found to be guilty? And only Javeer should answer this. Javeer, inform the people, enlighten the people.
The Companies Act.
Which section?
You cannot. I will tell you
talks about that company.
You are also CA, you should know. Section 182 of the Companies Act says a company cannot contribute more than 7.5% of your contribution, and Prevention of Money Laundering Act says that you have to check you are not accepting proceeds of crime. The truth is you become masters of money laundering. At least practice what you put on your website. Arnab, have a look at this.
1 second, the question is...
Section 182 of the Companies Act 2013 unequally says that no company can contribute 7.5% more than profits. Here is a classic, a unique case. You have no profit. The Prevention of Money Laundering Act says you have to check the proceeds of crime. How do you know the money which has come to you are not proceeds of crime or money laundering?
I am asking...
It is their company, they are the ones who fund the company.
Please check your website. Please check your website. Unearthed illicit money. Yes, it has been unearthed from the headquarters of Aam Admi Party
today.
So
here's the question. Raghav, I have a question for you. Please listen to me, Raghav Chadda. You realize what a difficult position you have now landed yourself in. And please do not blame the whole world, including the media and the messengers and everybody, for being against you. My simple, common sense question to you is, suppose today you are under scrutiny. The logical thing will be, we want to have a Supreme Court appointed inquiry. We want to have an SIT. Somebody is going to say, Mr. Yogendra Yadav, very good, you finally realized that the money was not, you don't know where it's from, so have an inquiry. I am asking you, in the meantime, the logical thing would be, while you do the inquiry, to return the money. Who will you return the money to? You don't even know. There is no address, there is no company.
So Mr.
It's bogus.
There are people's houses in
you can't even return the money to anyone. What are you going to do? Where's the money? And by the way, have you spent the money or where's the money? You put it in some fixed deposit?
This is precise.
I'll tell you where the money is. Recently, only liquor bottles worth
I'll answer that.
Please, don't make allegations without knowing. Don't make allegations without knowing.
We all know.
Don't make allegations without knowing.
What about these liquor bottles? These liquor bottles were
any issue, and we cannot speak the truth.
No, you can't make allegations without knowing.
The house of the godown of one of the candidates was raided, and we know what was found. That is where the money is going.
Is he saying something to you, please?
Mr. Goswami, I have to answer this. An allegation has been made. I need to answer this, Mr. Goswami. This is precisely what I have been saying about this dirty tricks department. An SMS is sent to every crime reporter or every media house of this country saying that 5,000 liters of alcohol has been seized from an Aam Aadmi Party candidate's house. When the police goes there, they found it's not the AP member's house, it's the house of a BJP worker. But an SMS is sent by the police or some people in the police department in order to malign the Aam Aadmi Party.
Everything that you do wrong, you know how to swing the mud at others. You have been caught red-handed. The police has called the candidate. The police has interrogated your candidate. It is out in the media. Everyone knows what the truth is. Yet you blatantly speak the lie, Mr. Raghav Chadha. That is where your ill-gotten money is going. And I'll tell you where the money goes. You splurge it on the roads. We have seen as to how your Aam Aadmi Party candidate, after the cantonment election, was throwing money into the air. That is where money goes. And Arnab was right. You would not be able to return this 2 crore rupees to anyone because you are the one.
One second, let Raghav, please.
No.
Raghav.
All this does not change the fact they had a legal duty to verify the financials of the company from which they were accepting the money under the law.
It's a 2 versus 1 debate. I think I must let Raghav has been debating for some time. It's 2 versus 1. I think I need to let him have a word in. And if both of you speak together, it won't be fair to the representative of the Aam Aadmi Party. So please listen to him because he's having to speak over both of you. Yes, Raghav.
Yes, so first, a couple of allegations have been made. Let me respond to them one by one. The person that Mr. Patra is talking about who was distributing a flashing money is neither a member of my party, nor a candidate, nor a volunteer. He's not associated with the party. That's point number 1. Point number 2, the liquor was seized from another premises who's allegedly a BJP worker, nothing to do with my party. FIR has not been filed in my candidate's name. So please do not spread such rumors in order to influence the minds of the voter. And lastly, my point number 3, the ministers, the corporate affairs minister of the country is doing successive press conference in order to malign the Aam Aadmi Party and not ordering an investigation. I mean, what is stopping her to order an investigation? She has all the machinery to order an investigation. And lastly, Mr. Goswami, let me bring this to your notice. The BJP and the Congress until now have not submitted their donors list. We have submitted our donor list. The BJP and the Congress get funded by black money holders, by companies like Union Carbide. 80% of their holdings.
Complied with the election commission.
80% of their.
Why have you not filed your poll expenses?
So the expenses. There is a timeline to submit the expenses. We will file that. You filed it on the 12th of this month.
The law requires you to file it in a couple of days. You should have filed it now. The problem is,
expenses are different. Donation is different.
You need to submit rewrite the law in any fashion you want. Tomorrow, they are discussing about the Aam Aadmi Party stand. Whenever you are exposed, you cry and shout, but don't give any justification.
Raghav,
today is your day to give justification.
I have given all the justification.
When caught, it does not change the fact they were bogus company. Whoever it was, BJP, XYZ, it does not change the fact they are houses in Palam colony in Delhi where everybody is caught unaware. Just to know where these companies are.
Raghav, take my word of advice as an elder brother. When caught red-handed, don't defend. When caught red-handed, don't defend.
Do a hands up and surrender. Do a hands up and surrender.
Just a second. You are an educated person. You should not tarnish your own image. You should not tarnish your own image standing by a party which has tarnished its image. The Aam Aadmi Party has
now you said it. Time up for you. He's responding. Last word to Mr. Chadha.
He cannot have the last word today.
He has.
Raghav, hands up and surrender. Hands up and surrender.
Law should have the last word. Law should have the last word.
Stop it,
Truth should have the last word.
Hold on. On this show today, and I'm thankful to Times Now and Newshour, on this show today, we have finally found out that the person who was doing this expose is a member of the BJP. It's an 8-month-old transaction, and this spin has been given to this entire controversy. 5 days before the election,
did you find out the owner of the shell company?
Okay, gentlemen,
did you get the directors of the shell company?
But eventually I do hope beyond all this, I do do hope beyond all this.
These elections.
I do hope
BJP
beyond all this.
because the BJP
I do hope beyond all this, in the next few days at least, we see a little bit more of a debate on issues. If the BJP and the Aam Admi Party think that all the people of Delhi and the people of this country want is throwing mud at each other, it doesn't work. But one point to the Aam Admi Party: you script the rules, you swear by the rules, then do not complain, Mr. Chadda, when the same rules are read out to you. Thank you very much for joining me on this debate on the Newshour tonight.